Hello everybody, my name is Tim from Tim Talks Theatre. I'm a UK-based theatre blogger, content creator and critic here on YouTube. I am based in Kent and I often travel up to London to see shows that I'm invited to or have paid for tickets for. This show I've not been invited to. I actually booked tickets for the show because I wanted to see it so much. And I didn't get invited, which was absolutely fine. It doesn't worry me. And that show is Peter Pan Goes Wrong at the Lyric Theatre, which played its last performance last night. The day I'm filming this is the 15th of January. So, Peter Pan Goes Wrong is written by Henry Lewis, Jonathan Sayer, and Henry Shields, who have written all of Mischief Theatre's work to date. Some of the other works you might know and love include The Play That Goes Wrong, Magic Goes Wrong, Mind Mangler, which is due to open on the West End in March, and Comedy About a Bank Robbery, just to name a few. The Cornell Polytechnic Drama Society attempts to stage a production of Jay and Barry's Peter Pan, which is ruined by the amateurism and the rivalries of the cast and crew. Peter Pan Goes Wrong first premiered at the Pleasance Theatre in London, has had a UK tour and has appeared on Broadway, Los Angeles, and completed its third West End run. So now into who was in this cast and why I was so excited to go. I will show you some pictures. Excuse me. So that's the cast list. Some of the familiar Mischief faces that we had on this production. And they included Eddie Morris as Tootles, Chris Leask as Trevor, Harry Kershaw as Chris, Matthew Cavendish as Max, Greg Tannehill as Jonathan, Matthew Howell as Robert, Charlie Russell as Sandra, Jean-Luc Royal as Francis, Nancy Zamet as Annie, and Clark Devlin as Dennis. So you might recognise a few of the names from other Mischief productions, including Eddie Morris, Chris Leask, Harry Kershaw, Matt Cavendish, Greg Tannehill, Charlie Russell, and Nancy. So, this actually marked the first time I had seen Peter Pan Goes Wrong on stage, because if you're not aware, it's actually been on BBC television as a special and then repeated a couple of years. Didn't repeat this year, and I completely understand why. And it's had a DVD recording which me and my family have watched numerous times. It's so funny. So for me, the standout moments were Harry Kershaw's version of Chris Bean. The original person who originated that was Henry Shields, who's one of the writers. And that was so funny. So you need to also remember it's not a panto, but Harry Kershaw was so funny with his sort of interpretation of the show, basically, of the part. It was just hilarious the way he talked to the customers and basically had an argument with them. It was just brilliant. And it was a matinee I went to, and it was just so funny. I also want to mention, at the front of the programme, here, it's got who they play. So it's got Wendy Darling, Sandra. Sandra was played by Charlie Russell. John Darling was played by Dennis Tide, who's um, um, was originally played by Jonathan Sayer, who is also a writer, but is now played by Clark Devlin. But it's so brilliant. I've actually got the cast and who the fictitious Corny characters are playing. It's just really funny. And it's like the director, if you can see at the bottom here, is played by Chris Bean. And then it's got the assistant co-director as Robert Grove. So the person that originated Robert Grove is Henry Lewis. And probably the reason he can't be in it. The same with Jonathan Sayer, who originated Dennis, is because they're both doing Mind Mangler off Broadway. So if you're off Broadway, I would highly recommend seeing them because they are amazing. Like, I've got so much respect for them. And yeah, it's just such a lovely programme. It's so funny, so mischievous. I'm also just trying to find another page. Also, as well, there's an advert for Henry Lewis's mystery agency and Jonathan Sayers' book, which I've actually listened to. And if you know me, I'm no football fan at all. I've got no interest in football, which is a lot of people said, why are you watching that? It's because it's Jonathan Sayer. And I respect him so much as a writer for all the work they've produced. So here are a couple of production pictures. I think I may have a couple on my socials, I'm not too sure. So, let's find it. There goes. Also, as well, you can see this on their website. There's a history of mischief. You can see that slightly. It's just amazing to see how far they've come. I've really got so much respect for them. And it's funny. It's so funny. Now, do I think it's as funny as The Play That Goes Wrong? I'm not sure, but it's still great fun. And it's still up there. It's one of my favourite mischief shows, I've decided. And just off a shot there, I've got 2 mischief programmes, which are in my collection. So I'm going to have another one up on the wall. That's what I plan to do with all my programmes. I also want to say that Nancy and Jean-Luc both gave fabulous performances. Nancy as Tink and Mrs. Darling and everything like that, I just found incredibly funny. And Jean-Luc as the narrator, I thought was brilliant. It was just like, it gave the campness, it just was so funny. It was brilliant. I was lifting stitches. So, it's going on tour now. It's going to Leeds Grand Theatre. I think it's going to the Marlow Theatre in Canterbury. I might make it there. I don't know. But I do have to say this because I wasn't invited. I paid for 2 tickets using Mischief tickets. They cost £40. We sat in stalls W18 and W19, even though there was a sightline obstruction. Yeah, it was good. I was very happy. You can check out the Peter Pan website, or go to Mischief Comedy and find out where they're going on tour. Now on to the star rating. I would give this a star rating of 4 stars. I thought it was so funny. It was so good. But yeah, I would recommend seeing it. You can also read. You can also read my review of Peter Pan Goes Wrong on my website, tintalktheatre.co.uk, and you can find it under reviews. You can also, if you're a production who wants exposure, you can send me an email, tintalktheatre@gmail.com. That's the same if you want to invite me to review a show or want any press support, you can do that as well. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I've got a couple of other videos planned, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Sorry it's been a bit rambly. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Goodbye.